Japan's superfood secret. Why canned mackerel always flies off shelves? That's something I'm going to talk about today, so stick around. Hi, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of the Ikigai Diet and Ikigai Bio-Hacking. Okay, so before I shared with you top 10 healthiest foods selected by 300 Japanese doctors, right? And then here are the top 10 healthiest food. Yeah. And then, so number two, blue skin fish such as sardine and mackerel. Yeah. Because of omega-3 fatty acid, DHA, and EPA. Yeah. Blue skin fish is considered to be a superfood. Yeah. And especially canned mackerel is very popular. There is a big canned mackerel boom in Japan. Yeah, it is called sabakan in Japanese. Saba means mackerel, kan means can. Yeah, so a canned mackerel is called sabakan in Japanese. So sabakan is everywhere. So there are like a big shelves of sabakan, different sort of flavor. The sabakan using miso and regular like water sabakan and some other sort of flavors and stuff like that. Yeah. So sabakan is very big and it is featured in numerous magazines and TV programs. Yeah. So people are crazy about sabakan in Japan. Yeah. Okay. So why is it so sensational? Today, I would like to share with you three reasons why canned mackerel is sensational. Yeah. So number one, yeah. So again, it is omega-3 fatty acid. Yeah. Because of the health benefit of omega-3, people are crazy about sabakan. Now, as far as omega-3 is concerned, yeah, you know about it. Dr. Rhonda Patrick, she talks about it all the time. She strongly recommends omega-3 fatty acid. There are countless health benefit. Yeah, common health benefit known for is brain. It's good for the brain, and it's good for the eyes, and it's good for the heart too. But there are so many other health benefits. For details, yeah, please watch Dr. Rhonda Patrick videos. If you search under omega-3 and Dr. Rhonda Patrick, you find tons of videos about this nutrient. Yeah. Um, or just the health benefit of fish in general, please watch my other video. Yeah, the actual title is The Power of Fish in the Japanese Diet, Health Benefit You Need to Know. Yeah, I'll share the link in the description box below. Okay, so now, so why the canned mackerel then? Because omega-3 is abundant in fish in general. Yeah, so you can just eat regular mackerel or sardine. Yeah, but in a canned mackerel, all nutrients are preserved in the can. Now, so depending on how you prepare your fish, sometimes omega-3 is lost. Like if you deep fry the fish, then you lose 50% of omega-3 fatty acid. When you grill or boil, maybe you lose about 20% of omega-3 fatty acid. So it's not that much. So you don't need to worry too much about it. But in the canned mackerel, all are remained in the can because sometimes the omega-3 like soak into the liquid, to the water. Yeah, so if you drink the water as well, then you gain the benefit of omega-3 completely. Yeah, so that means if you, let's say, put mackerel into a soup, like miso soup, then you drink the soup as well, then you can absorb all omega-3 fatty acid. Yeah. So the great thing about canned fish in general is that everything is complete in the can. So even the bones. Yeah. For sardines, I say you can eat the bones too, but for mackerel, you can eat small bones, but not big bones. But in the can, bones are so soft that you can eat the entire bone. Yeah. So it's a calcium rich. yeah, calcium rich, and then you can have the complete omega-3 fatty acid. Yeah, so that's why canned mackerel is so popular. Now, so I told you about Ichibutsu Zen Taishoku from Zen Shoji Diet, yeah, meaning eating the food as a whole. So when you want to eat fish, you want to eat the whole fish. So from that point of view, because you are eating the whole thing, like, bones and, all the oil, everything. So that is good in that point of view too. Okay, so the second aspect is convenient. Yeah, because it's so convenient, so easy. It doesn't take a long time to prepare the dish. Yeah, to make a dish like that, yeah, you just prepare other ingredient and you just add, sabakan to the dish, and then you just make a dish. But if you have to start from regular fish, then you need to first cut the fish, and then maybe you put salt and kind of get rid of the smell, and then you need to grill it or boil it or whatever the way that you use, but you have to prepare the fish. But with a canned mackerel, you don't need that. So it takes much shorter time to prepare dish. Yeah, it's so easy and simple. And this is critical because not everybody has time and not everybody has a strong will to, spend a long time preparing something, So it makes like average people who are not necessarily health conscious, to uh, to to consume it regularly, to consume it on regular basis. So this convenience is quite important. Yeah. Um, and also that means you can stock it for a long time. Yeah, when you just buy a regular fish, then it lasts just only for a few days. I mean, you can always freeze it. Yeah, but with a canned, it's stock it, and so you can just buy a whole bunch of cans, and then you can just consume them like for a month or so. So it is very convenient in that sense too. Yeah, and then the third reason is, so it doesn't smell as much as regular fish. The smell can be off-putting factor for some people. Like my wife. My wife doesn't like the fishy smell. Yeah. So sometimes she complains if I cook fish because I like to eat fish, right? And she says, please, cook fish dish on, Monday night and, Wednesday night and Thursday night, because usually we have the kind of burnable garbage day on Tuesday morning and Friday morning. Yeah. So if we cook fish the night before, then we can always throw away the remainder of the fish. Yeah, because you cut the tail, you cut the head off, and so those, even if you put them in the garbage, still sort of smell stays in the kitchen. So she doesn't like that. Yeah, but with the canned fish, we don't have that problem. Once you consume the fish and you wash the can well, then the smell disappears, right? So it is convenient in that sense as well, right? Yeah, that is why canned mackerel is so popular. Yeah. Okay. However, there are some problems with the canned fish in general, and that is why I don't recommend it so much. So one is additives, like depending on the product, but there is certain, flavor in the product. Like this is like a butter flavor. It's got a curry and ketchup flavor. So they're using butter, right? But we don't know what kind of butter they're using. And it's curry and ketchup. We don't know what sort of curry powder and ketchup they're using. Plus, they might contain some sugar and different kind of things, right? So you need to think about what else are in the can. Yeah. And so the better way is to choose mizuni, yeah, which means prepared only by water and salt. Yeah, just using only water and salt and mackerel. Yeah, so that's much better. Yeah, however, often the salt content is very high. Yeah, so if you consume the entire can, like drinking all the liquid, sometimes it is too much salt intake. Yeah, and then that's a pity because the liquid is the key. I told you that all omega-3 fatty acids soak into the liquid. So you want to eat the whole thing, but if you do that, it's too much salt intake. Yeah. Mm. And Also, you can't choose the fish. Yeah, you don't know where the fish comes from. If you buy the regular fish, then you can look at where the fish comes from and then choose. Yeah, but you cannot do that with the canned mackerel. And then there's a coatings problem. The can has a coating, and then that coating can soak into the fish and surrounding liquid. Yeah. So that can be a problem. I mean, depending on the product and depending on what type of coating they're using, what kind of can they're using. So you need to check, the actual product. Yet you don't want to worry too much about all those problems. Dr. Rhonda Patrick says sometimes people are fixated upon the problems and not noticing the benefit they get. Because sometimes the benefit outweighs the problems. Think about how much you will lose by not getting omega-3 fatty acid. I spoke about Ichibutsu Zen Taishoku a little bit. For details, please read my book, The Ikigai Diet, The Secret Japanese Diet to Health and Longevity. The book contains more useful information such as Mago wa Yasashi, Ichiju Sansai, Shindo Fuji, and Hare and Ke. Yeah, those are important factors in the natural Japanese dietary culture. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya, the author of the Ikigai Diet and Ikigai Bio-Hacking. If you like this video, please give me your thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And please leave your comment. Have you ever eaten canned mackerel, or do you have canned mackerel in your country, and is it popular like it is in Japan? Right? So in the next video, I will share with you how to make canned mackerel at home. Yeah, so this will solve all problems I talked about. Yeah, at the end of this video. Yeah, so by making your own canned mackerel, then you get to choose the fish. You get to choose the ingredient and everything. Yeah, right. So I will see you in the next video. Live with your Ikigai!